So now the tow truck drivers in Los Angeles are doing their part. They're following ICE around the city. So when ICE parks their vehicles, usually illegally, to go out and wreak havoc.
Apparently we have tow truck drivers following ICE agents who are parking illegally to go get people. So what the tow truck drivers are doing is following ICE agents, and when soon as they park, they are towing their vehicles. Okay, the ICE agents are parking illegally to go get people, and these tow truck drivers are following them and towing their cars.
This is beautiful. What you're seeing here is about a dozen LA tow truck drivers, and when they follow ICE agents around, when the ICE agents get out of their vans and unmarked cars, they usually park them illegally. The LA tow truck drivers are grabbing these cars and towing them.
A few moments later.
Tonight at 11, a rogue tow truck driver snatches an immigration agent's government SUV right in the middle of a raid in downtown LA. That raid targeting a popular influencer seen being pulled from her car and arrested.
So tow truck drivers started taking ICE vehicles because they were parked illegally, and now they're facing 10 years in prison for interfering in government operations. Let's talk about it. All right, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you guys remember, maybe about 2 weeks ago, we did a video on this TikTok influencer. Her name was Tatiana, and that video got 1.1 million views. Now, to make a long story short, Tatiana was in the United States illegally. Now, she came to the United States back during the Biden administration when they were letting everybody come through the border.
2022 has the highest number of crossings ever recorded. U.S. Customs and Border Protection data shows migrants were stopped over 2 million times last year. Now that's compared to 1.73 million the year before.
Over the last year, Border Patrol agents have seen record numbers of migrants crossing into the U.S. along the southwest border, including in the Del Rio sector, where tens of thousands of migrants were encamped under the bridge just a few months ago.
So now Tatiana is in the United States. Trump gets elected, and now all illegal immigrants have to go home. So instead of Tatiana keeping her head down, she decided to become an activist. So Tatiana got a camera and started documenting ICE operations. She would go live and warn people that ICE had an operation in particular areas, even videotaping ICE as they prepared for events, like in this video.
Veo como con maletas y miren cómo van descargados de maletas. Miren cómo van descargados de maletas. ¿Ustedes creen que ya se van?
So what did ICE do? Well, they clicked the follow button and started following Tatiana and her exploits on TikTok. And the brilliant Tatiana would actually live stream where she was at, what she was doing. Come find me because I'm here in Los Angeles following ICE. So Tatiana decided to live stream on Friday, August 15th, 2025. Now, Tatiana's in her Tesla and she's near downtown Los Angeles. Now, obviously she's doing her report where ICE is, on doing her live streams, and remember, ICE is now watching her follow ICE. Now, as she's following around ICE, ICE then springs the trap, and Tatiana is cornered.
Espérate, no, güey, no, espérate, me voy a dejar, pero espérate, me voy a dejar, pero espérate, me voy a dejar, pero espérate,
Now, police pull Tatiana out of the car, and then some crazy stuff happens, like a random tow truck starts towing away the agent's car. You'll see it. So I know what you have to be thinking. Why is this tow truck towing away a police car with flashing lights in the middle of an operation? Well, that's because the tow truck drivers in LA decided to target ICE vehicles. So the plan was, if an ICE vehicle is illegally parked, they're going to tow that vehicle, and in turn, that's going to make it harder for ICE to operate in the state of California. Here are some TikTokers explaining what's going on.
You guys know my stance on the ICE raids. I think it's inhumane what is happening in our country. Here, the Halfway Post said, breaking, a growing group of tow truck drivers in Los Angeles are reportedly stalking ICE convoys so they can tow away all the unmarked ICE vans and SUVs that get parked incorrectly the moment the agents get out to start looking for people to abduct and deport. Can we make a movie about this? Can we get Liam Neeson on the phone? Imagine Liam Neeson, a tow truck driver, takes matters into his own hands.
So, as you can see from the video evidence, tow trucks are towing away ICE vehicles all over LA. But the news media then comes out and says, even though we see tow trucks towing away ICE vehicles in the middle of operations, there's nothing to see here. It is all an internet conspiracy. I'm not joking.
And tonight we are looking into a post you might have seen recently on social media. It claims tow truck drivers in Los Angeles are stalking ICE convoys so they can tow away all the unmarked ICE vans that get parked incorrectly. That is fiction. The fact-check website Snopes looked into it and found the post originated from this satirical Facebook page called The Halfway Post. Under its description, it says, "The Halfway Post is America's #1 source of data news. I don't just report the facts, I improve them." Snopes found no reports from any legitimate media outlet of tow truck drivers going after any ICE vehicles.
So now, with all the videos going around online of tow trucks towing away ICE vehicles, ABC 10 says it's all a lie, it's all fiction, it's internet conspiracy. They labeled it fiction. But that's the thing, it wasn't a lie. It was absolutely true, as you guys have seen multiple videos of ICE vehicles being towed away by tow trucks in LA. So now, let's go back to the Tatiana situation. Remember that tow truck that grabbed the ICE vehicle during that arrest? Well, the feds said, we've had enough with it, and they arrested that guy.
Tonight at 11, a rogue tow truck driver snatches an immigration agent's government SUV right in the middle of a raid in downtown LA. That raid targeting a popular influencer seen being pulled from her car and arrested.
Federal immigration agents sent scrambling in downtown Los Angeles when a tow truck operator takes off with one of their vehicles as they were making an arrest last month. Now that tow truck driver, Bobby Nunez, is potentially facing 10 years in federal prison after he was arrested today and charged with theft of government property. Acting U.S. Attorney for Los Angeles, Bill Asaley, posting the arrest to X, writing, "Apparently he thought it would be funny to interfere with our immigration enforcement operations. Now he can laugh behind bars while he faces justice." But Nunez got involved trying to help 24-year-old Tatiana Martinez, who was violently arrested by ICE back on August 15th. The government says she was in the country illegally and was convicted of a DUI.
So Nunez is in some trouble, as it says right here on the Justice Department's website. He's facing 10 years, and the other tow truck drivers have to be wary because they can be up next. So let's see how this plays out. Are the tow truck drivers going to continue to grab ICE vehicles that are illegally parked? Are the prosecutors going to go after these tow truck drivers? Because this one they got, but there was the other case in which tow truck drivers were taking those vehicles. And is the news media going to admit that, hey, this is actually true? This was actually happening. Tow truck drivers were towing ICE vehicles because remember, they said it was all fiction. So many questions, not enough time. Tell me how you feel in the comment section. My name is Nate the Lawyer. I'm out. Peace.